And we are following breaking news. Today, multiple players and one of their dads filing a lawsuit against NMSU, multiple coaches and players.
And this comes more than 2 months after the NMSU men's basketball program was shut down and head coach Greg Heiar was fired due to hazing and sexual assault allegations within the team. Now we're learning new and painful details about those allegations.
ABC 7's Rachel Phillips has been following this story. She joins us live in the studio with the details. Rachel.
Stephen, Eric, that lawsuit that was filed today is 28 pages long and details some excruciating moments those players who filed the lawsuit have endured over the course of last season, as well as how their pleas for help went unanswered by coaches for months, which is really the crux of this lawsuit. I do want to warn you that a lot of what I'm about to say is quite graphic. The two players filing the lawsuit are Shakira Odunuenu on the right of your screen and Las Cruces native Deuce Benjamin on the left, who you'll remember entered the transfer portal just yesterday. Deuce's father in the middle is a former Aggie and the coach of Las Cruces High. He is also listed as a plaintiff on the lawsuit. The accusations of sexual assault and negligence are coming against coaches Greg Heiar and Dominique Taylor, NMSU Board of Regents and players Deshaundre Washington, Kim Aiken Jr. and Dr. Bradley, who you all see on your screen just there. Let's get to what the players say were the worst moments they faced. Odunuenu says on November 12th, when the team was coming to El Paso via bus, the three players tackled him and held him face down. They took off his pants, covered his mouth, slapped his buttocks and touched his scrotum, and according to court documents, went as far as penetrating his buttocks. The lawsuit says coaches were on the bus but were at the front and only told the players to stop playing around. The lawsuit alleges that days later he told both head coach Greg Heiar and Dominique Taylor multiple times about the alleged sexual assault. It says he also specifically asked Taylor to do something about it. He says Taylor laughed in his face and said, quote, "What do you want me to do?" Benjamin's worst moment, he recalls, was when Washington took him into a hotel room with young women. He says that's where Washington exposed him and forcefully touched his genitals. The players say these assaults started in the summer of 2022 and escalated into February of this year. The first time any incident was reported to coaches was in November, and the lawsuit claims that Heiar and his staff, quote, emboldened and empowered Aiken, Bradley and Washington by not doing anything about the complaints. Now, it's important to note that the lawsuit states that at least one more player and a member of the staff had similar experiences to Deuce and Shaq. All of this first came to a halt when Deuce and his father filed a report with NMSU police on February 10th. The program was shut down permanently as a result, and Greg Heiar was fired days later. Now, I reached out to every one of the defendants in that lawsuit today for comment. None of them got back to me. NMSU in a statement meanwhile said, quote, "While NMSU does not comment on pending litigation, we want to assure everyone that this issue is being taken seriously. As we announced earlier this year, the university is working with Greenberg-Traurig to look into these allegations. Their work is underway and running in parallel to our own internal investigation into this matter," end quote. Now, this is a developing story and there is a lot to go through. We will continue to break it down in our later newscast, but for now, back to you.